So let's discuss this because we speak about the pros a lot of female squirting. So let's talk about some of the cons. And I'm putting cons in quotes because I don't believe there are cons, but there are reasons that women want to stop the ability to be able to squirt. Once again, this is dependent on this person. So these reasons may not be the reason your partner and or your wife doesn't want to participate in it. The best way to find out their specific reason is just to ask the question. If they say, I don't like to squirt, say, can you explain to me why? No pressure. I'm just really trying to understand why you don't like it. Is it the sensation? Is it how you feel afterwards? Is it that it gets everywhere? Like, what is it that you don't like about it so I can understand it better? That's the perfect way to open up the lines of communication. So a reason your partner may not like to squirt could be the fact that it does tend to make a large mess, depending on the amount of liquid that comes out. And remember, that amount varies depending on person, hydration, situation, how safe they feel, how many times they've done it before. When it comes out, it can literally gush. So it does tend to make a lot of mess, especially if your partner has the ability to have multiple squirting orgasms, one after the other. It could be that it makes a mess. It soaks the sheets. They get embarrassed by that because it is so much. And remember, women are told that their pleasure is weird. I'll put that in quotes, that their pleasure is weird and people don't understand their pleasure, so they don't understand their pleasure as well. So when it happens a lot and it makes it mess, they may feel weird about it. Another reason that they may not like that they have the ability to squirt is because squirting orgasms are fairly intense and they feel completely different than a regular orgasm. So when they happen, they take a lot of energy out of the person that is experiencing it, especially once again, if it's happening over and over again. It's not something they can necessarily control. There are times when their body becomes so aroused, it just happens. And so that intensity is it's intense. And some women may not like it because the fact that it does basically drain them of their energy. It is a basic workout is the best way to say it. It drives their body to such an intense feeling that some women just don't feel safe with that intensity. And yes, there could be psychological reasons that your partner doesn't like to squirt. Some of those could include bad past relationships where she did squirt and the other person made it something that was disgusting and or something that she shouldn't experience, or that other person freaked out because they were uneducated and don't know what was going on. So every time she has that ability to, there may be something in her brain that says, no, this isn't safe. I don't want to embarrass myself. I don't want my partner to be upset. And even if you are the type of partner who is constantly reassuring her that it's something that you are fine with, that you like, that you embrace, that little voice is always going to nag in the back of her head. It's basically trauma. And so there are a lot of psychological reasons that a woman may not want to squirt. And like I said in the video prior, the best way to find them out is to ask. What I think people fail to realize is that, yes, sex is an action, it's carnal, it's raw, but the best sex comes from a place of communication, trust, and connection, meaning that if there is an issue with you and your partner, being able to be brave enough to bring that issue up in a loving, caring, non-pressured way to open up that conversation so that you two can talk, because ultimately when you air it all out, your sex life is going to get better because they're going to have a better understanding of where you're coming from. You're going to have a better understanding of where they're coming from. And typically, it just makes everyone feel better because then we're not obsessing about it in our heads. We're not overthinking it. We're getting it out into the open and communicating it to our partner, which ultimately is going to lead to more connection, more trust, better sex.